Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and in today's video, I'm going to teach and play a preview copy of Casinopolis, coming to Kickstarter soon from Button Shy Games. Please note that they did provide a preview copy of this game, and you can find more information about what that agreement looks like on my website, tablefor1.games. But more importantly, this is my first game in the Opolis series. So let me tell you all about it from somebody who's never played one before. And spoiler alert, I am super excited. Let's get rolling. So I am ready to tell you all about Casinopolis, and this is my first game in the Opolis series. So I know it's very popular. There's Sprawlopolis, Agropolis, Natureopolis, Comboopolis, and now Casinopolis. And it's been recommended to me a few times, so I'm really excited to jump into it. And I think it's kind of nice that I'll be able to tell you about it from a fresh perspective, from somebody who's never played any of these before. So I don't have any of the other Opolis games to compare it to, and I don't have any experience playing them. So I went into this fresh, and the TLDR is I like it. So this video is going to be divided into two parts. There are chapter markers as usual. In the first part, I will teach you everything you need to know to play Casinopolis as a solo game. Although do note that in the rules it is a 1 to 4 player game, so you can play this with up to 3 other people if that's something you'd like to do. And then in the second half of the video, I will do a solo playthrough. So if you just want to skip to that, feel free, go right ahead. But let me start by telling you a little bit about these cards. So as is typical for a Button Shy wallet game, there are 18 cards in this deck, and they are double-sided. So on this side, I'll call this the front. On this front side, there are cards, or obviously they're cards. They're all divided into quadrants, and each of these quadrants is called a block. So there's a few things you need to know about the blocks before you can play. First of all, they come in 3 colors, yellow, red, and blue. And if you look at the artwork, they're also themed. The yellow, or I think technically it's gold, red, and blue. Gold is Egyptian themed, red is Roman themed, and blue is medieval themed. So you'll see different things in the rules and on the cards referenced as Egyptian, Roman, and medieval. And that's what they're talking about, is the 3 color types here. And so each card will have 4 blocks on it, and 2 of the blocks will always be the same color or the same theme. So this one has 2 Egyptian, 2 Roman, 2 medieval. And then every card will also have one of the other 2 themes. So every card will have all 3 themes, with one of them being on there twice. The next thing you'll notice is every card will have 3 road, or a road going through 3 of the blocks. It may be 2 different roads, like all of these that are seen here, or it may be 1 road, like this, 1 road going through 3 of them. But 3 of the blocks will have roads on it, and 1 block will have no roads. The blocks with no roads are called resorts. So these are all resorts. The blocks with roads will have 1 of 6 icons on them. And so there are 3 fruit icons. So cherry, lemon, and what I'm going to call plum, this purple one, that's probably plum. And then there are 3 luck icons. And so those are clovers, horseshoes, and diamonds. So again, in the rules and on the cards, you may see references to fruit or to luck icons, and that's what they're talking about. Again, luck is clovers, horseshoes, diamonds, and fruit is cherries, lemons, and plums. So one other term we need to go over is casino. So a casino is 1 or more block of the same type that are adjacent. And by adjacent, I mean sharing an edge. So these 2 Egyptian blocks are not adjacent because they're not sharing an edge. They're on a diagonal. But as we play the game and we start placing cards down, these 2 Egyptian blocks are adjacent. They form 1 casino. Likewise, I could, as you'll see later, I could place them like this. These 3 are adjacent, so this is 1 casino here because they're all the same type that share adjacencies. But this Egyptian block here is not part of that casino. That is a separate casino. And did I say that was the last thing? I've got a couple other things. We need to talk about roads just a little bit more. So a road is defined as any continuous piece of roadway that eventually dead ends. So it may be as short as one block. This is one road. This is one road that goes 2 blocks. This road is 1, 2, 3, 4 long. It goes like this. This is one road, and one road. When the game is over, your longest road, that would be this one in this small example, is called the strip. And if you end the game with multiple roads that are tied for longest road, choose one, and that one is the strip. So now let's take a look at the main gameplay mechanic. When you are playing this game, again, there are 18 cards in the deck. You're going to shuffle this deck, deal yourself the top 3 cards, and then leave the deck somewhere close by and accessible with the cards face up so you can see the next card that's coming. But you're going to have 3 cards in your hand, and you're going to place one of them on your turn. So on this first turn, let's just place this card, and after you've placed it, you draw back up to 3. So you draw one more card and you see the next one that's coming. The game is over once you have played all the cards. So if I get towards the end of the deck here, let's say the rest of these have all been played, and I play this card and draw one. Now I play this card somewhere. I don't have another to draw, but I continue to play them until all of the cards have been played. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's deal myself 3 cards, put these off to the side, and I am going to play my first card, draw back up to 3. Now let's talk about placement rules. The first card goes just on the table anywhere. The only restriction being that cards must be played horizontally, so they cannot be played vertically. And we're going to make one giant map here. So wherever you place it, you can place it like that if you want, but then all cards must be placed the same way so that they're horizontal. So we'll go ahead and do something that makes sense, but just know that if you're 4 people playing or multiple people sitting around a table, all the cards will need to share horizontal placement. Now, when you want to place another card to the existing map, it must either share an edge with at least one card on that map. So you have 2 blocks that are going to line up like this. They do not have to be the same color like that. I could do, say, those 2 blocks there, or those 2 blocks there. You can share, we can have multiple blocks sharing an edge. That would be fine. That would be fine as well. Or you can cover 1 or more blocks. So I could do this. I could do this. I suppose I can even do that if I really wanted to. So you can cover blocks, and you can. Let's talk about what you cannot do. You cannot place it so it's only touching corner to corner. Because it's not sharing an edge with any other cards. So you cannot do that. Similarly, you cannot just place it out in the middle of nowhere. It's got to be sharing an edge or covering at least 1 block. You cannot, obviously cover like half blocks. That doesn't make any sense. Cover blocks fully, but at least cover 1 or share at least 1 edge. You may rotate a card 180. That's totally fine, but you cannot rotate it 90 in either direction. So you cannot have vertical and horizontal cards, as I was mentioning before. They must all share the same orientation, but rotating 180 is fine. You can place it upside down if you like. And then lastly, you can only, when you place a new card, place it on top. You cannot tuck under existing cards. It has to be placed on top. So those are placement rules. And then, as I mentioned, once the final card is placed, the game is over and you go to scoring. So let me put together a fictional map real quick, and I'll talk about how to score it. All right, so I've got a fictional example here. Let's say this is the end state of the game. There's a few different things to do to score. First, you need to determine where the strip is. And again, that is the longest continuous piece of road. So on this map, that's going to be here. That's the strip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of road. There are no others longer than that. So first you find your largest casino of each of the 3 types, Egyptian, Roman, and medieval, that is on the strip, and gain 1 point per block in that casino. So our largest medieval, that's blue on the strip, is going to be this one. That's 1, 2, 3 points. Our largest Egyptian is this big one here. It's only partially on the strip, but that is all considered one casino. So as long as it's, at least one part is on the strip, you get 1 point for each block. So this Egyptian one would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. And then finally, we have 2 Roman casinos on the strip. This one here and this one here, they're each size of 1. So you just, because they're both tied for largest Roman, you pick one and score it. So we'll just say that one. That's 1. So 3 and 8 and 1. So far our score would be 12. The next thing you do is you check for jackpots. So a jackpot is 3 icons of the same type that are in a row on the same road. So for example, if we look at the strip, we have these plums here, 1, 2, 3. That is a jackpot because there are 3 plums in a row. This plum down here does not count because it's not in a row, but we have 3 in a row here, so that's a jackpot. So then we get 1 point for each plum in that streak. So 1, 2, 3 points there. As a longer example, we have these clovers here. We've got 1, 2, 3. That makes a jackpot. So 1 point for each in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for that one. Notice that this one does not count because this is a different road. Even though the blocks are next to each other, the roads aren't connected. So this is only 5, not 6. And then again, another jackpot here, 3 plums, that would be worth 3. So in total so far, between largest casinos on the strip and then jackpots, we're at 23 points. And then you subtract 1 point for each road. So that's not each block with a road, but each road. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 roads. So we'd subtract 9 points out. So we were at 23. That brings us down to 14. And then there is one other very important scoring criteria that I've saved until now, and those are the 3 scoring condition cards. So on the back of all the Casinopolis cards are scoring conditions. So at the very beginning of the game, you shuffle up all the cards and you draw 3 of these, and you draw them in order. The order is important. So let's pretend that I did that at the beginning of this game, and this was our first card, Hot Streaks. This was our second card, Lucky Charms, and this was our third card, Double Down. Each of these cards will have a scoring criteria, but the order matters because they're going to give you points per something. It's some sort of multiplier. So this one is points per row or column with at least 3 blocks and no resorts. This is points per casino with at least 4 luck icons. And this is points per casino of exactly 2 blocks with matching slot icons. But the multiplier is, your first card is 1 point per time you meet the criteria. The second card is 2 points per time. And the third card is 3 points per time. So that gives you a little bit of structure to figure out how you want to play things, in addition to trying to get jackpots and trying to have big casinos on the strip and trying to minimize the number of roads. 3 points for each time you do this, 2 points each time you do this, 1 point each time you do this. So when I left off, we were at 14 points. Let's evaluate these just as an example. So this one is now 1 point per row or column with at least 3 blocks and no resorts. So we've got 1 here. There's 4 in this column and there's no resorts. And there are 3 in this column and no resorts. Remember, a resort is one of these blocks that has no icons on it and also no road. Those are one and the same. All the roads will have icons. All the icons will have roads. So we've got 1 and 2. And do we have any rows? And it doesn't look like it. So 2 points for that. We go from 14 to 16. Let's check this one now. Lucky Charms. So this is going to be 2 points per casino with at least 4 luck icons. And again, luck is the clovers, the diamonds, or the horseshoes. And I believe we've only got 1 of those. That's this large Egyptian one here. It has 2 clovers and a horseshoe. Oh, we need 4 luck icons. No, there is not a 4th one there. So we didn't meet that at all. So we are still at 16 points. Let's take a look at this last one, Double Down. 3 points per casino of exactly 2 blocks with matching slot icons. And we do have a couple of those in this case. This Roman casino here has matching clover icons. This medieval casino here is exactly two blocks and it has matching plum icons. And then this Roman casino here, exactly 2 blocks in size with matching horseshoe icons. So 3 of those are worth 3 points each. So I believe that gets us up to 25. And then finally, there are numbers in the top left corner of each of these. You add those together. So this is 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30. That is the number you need to beat in order to win. So I believe I just said we scored 25 in this fictional example. We needed 30, so not quite enough, but that's what you need to know. So now I'm going to shuffle up these cards and I will actually do a real playthrough instead of just a fictional scoring. So stick with me while I get set up and then I'll show you what it's like to play Casinopolis. Alright, so now I'm set up to play a solo game of Casinopolis, and it should all make sense now that I've gone through all the rules. And again, this is coming to Kickstarter. It's launching on February 4th of 2025, and there's a link in the description. And while you're down there, don't forget, if you'd like, you can pick up one of these table for 1 neoprene playmats. They're really nice for these button shy games in particular. But let's get started with the playthrough. I've got my 3 scoring criteria. criterions here, 1, 2, and 3. So at the end of the game, it'll be worth 1 point for every 2 road sections of the strip that pass through medieval blocks. Again, those are the blue ones. I like that all these have really, really nice examples on them of what scores and what doesn't score, so that's nice. The second is play the field, and that is I will get 2 points for every road that passes through all 3 casino types. And then third is off the strip, and I choose 1 casino that is not on the strip, and I get 3 points per block in the chosen casino. And then if we add up these values in the top left corner, 11, 7, and 15, that gives us 33. So we need 33 points to win. You must meet or exceed that final score. So 33 would be a win. So these are the 3 starting cards in my hand, and this is the deck of cards that we will draw from, and we can see the next card on top there. So I don't know if it really matters. Well, I want to play this one first, because this one already gives us 1 road that goes through each casino type. That's for play the field, so that would be worth 2 points. So remember, at the end of the game, we're going to lose 1 point for every road, but this will give us 2 points for each road that does that. So that can really help offset having a lot of roads. So we're going to put that one down, draw our next card. Oop, losing focus. Okay. All right, we got it figured out. This 4K camera is nice, but I still got some things to learn. So, okay, which one of these do we want to place next, and where do we want to put it, and why? Well, I think I'm going to take this one. I'm going to flip it and put it here. I might work on getting a lemon jackpot. And then we've got 1 road. I kind of want to figure out where the strip is going to be, because I really want to focus on this off the strip one. So let's now draw our next card. And, let's keep this jackpot going for a minute, and that'll help us build out this strip and figure out what else we're doing. I'll put these here, draw my next card, and I want to put this lemon here. Draw a card and put a lemon. Ooh, I should have done that in the other order. Well, I can flip it there. All right, so it looks like, draw 1 more. Looks like this is going to be the strip. I'll probably build that out a little bit more, but now it's got this nice big jackpot on it. And now I can focus on like this blue medieval casino. If I can get another blue there and maybe one there, I can make it bigger, because that'll be my largest one on the strip. And then I'll need to build out either this red Roman one or one of these, yellow Egyptian ones, so I can score on those too. And then this road, the strip, still passes through all 3 casino types, so that'll get me some points. If I could get this one to pass through a red Roman one, and this one, if I can connect it to a blue medieval one and a gold Egyptian one, that would help offset the points of those roads. And let's do this. Let's see if I can expand this blue. Oh, I guess I don't really want to cover it. This medieval one here would be nice to expand. Oh, here's what I'll do. I'll put this here. This red Roman casino is not on the strip, so I'm going to do everything I can to make this one giant so it scores really big for that criteria. That's probably a good idea. And I'll place this here. I'll keep that jackpot going. The strip gets a little bit bigger, and draw another. I think I'll take this one and flip it and play it here. So that makes the strip bigger. That makes this road connected, so it's not as many roads that I'm going to lose points on. But now this road also goes through all 3 of the casino themes, so that'll score for play the field. And it made this this Roman red one a little bit bigger as well. So let's draw another. And let's take this one and maybe put it here. So again, this 1 road is passing through all the 3 different types, so I'll score for this. This Roman one is on the strip, and now it got a little bit bigger. This Egyptian one got a little bit bigger. I'm not scoring very well on that criteria right now, but maybe I can loop these around. That would be kind of neat too. So let's draw another card. So if I want to take this one, I'm going to place it here so I can connect this Roman one to this one for this big off the strip scoring, but now this road doesn't have a yellow, so I would like to add a yellow if I could. I'd also like to connect that Roman one in and continue to grow it. Oh, but this might be good. Let's see if I can pull this off. Here's my hand. I'm going to play this here. Keep that that run of lemons going, and now this Egyptian casino on the strip got a little bit bigger. And now I draw another card. Oh, and there's only one left after that. Okay. So if I'm going to make this work, I got to move. Let's add this one. Here, I think. No, here. Here? There? Where am I going? Let me think about this. Oh, it's got to be here. That's the only thing that makes sense. Okay. This goes into my hand. And now I continue to play until all these cards are down. So I want this one to go, I guess, here. And then this one to go here. And then finally, I will play this one right there. And that's it. So let's score it up. This is the strip, pretty clearly. That is a giant road. So let's find the largest casino of each type on the strip. So the medieval one is going to be this blue one here. So that's because that goes through the strip actually twice. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks for that one. And then the Egyptian one is going to be this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks as well. And then the Roman one is small. It's either that one or that one. It doesn't matter. So 1 point for the Roman one. So that brings me up to 11. And next is Jackpots. And we know we've got one of those. So we've got at least 3 lemons in a row on the strip here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lemons in a row. So that brings the score up to 19. And now we lose 1 point for each road. So we've got 1 road here, 2, whoopsie, hey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not too bad. So 19 minus 6 is 13. And now let's go through our scoring conditions. So the first one, always bet on blue. 1 point for every 2 road sections of the strip that pass through medieval blocks. So here's 1 point. 1, 2, that's 2 points. 1, 2, that's 3 points. And this last one doesn't count for anything. So that's 3 points. That gets us up to 16. And now 2 points for each road that passes through all 3 casino types. This road does not. It doesn't go through Egyptian. The strip does. So that's 2 points. This little road does not. This little road does not. This one does. That's another 2 points. And this road, unfortunately, does not. So that's going to be 4 points in total there. So that gets us to 20. And then finally, off the strip, choose one casino not on the strip. 3 points per block in the casino of your choice. So I'm going to pick this Roman one here. That one is not on the strip. And we count out the blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 3 is 24. So we were at 20. We add 24 to that. We get to 44. And again, our number to beat here was 15 plus 7 plus 11. That is 33. And so we did it. We won Casinopolis. So I really like this one. I'm thinking right now that I will probably kickstart this one myself personally. But again, this was a preview copy given to me by Button Shy Games. So I do want to note that it's possible that there may be some small changes between what I've got here and the final product. But personally, I really like it. As my first entry into the Opolis series, I can see what the hype is about. I wonder if this will integrate with the other Opolis games, because I know you can combine the other ones. I wonder if you can combine this one in there too, or if that would be too difficult. I don't really know how this compares to those in terms of, are there significant gameplay changes, but I really like the way this one plays. And I think the theme is fun too. I like the artwork. It's very bright. It's fun to look at. All the important information pops out nicely. So well done on this one. So those are my initial thoughts on Casinopolis. Again, this is coming to Kickstarter on February 4th, 2025. There's a link in the description. You can go check it out. I will likely get this for myself as well. And if you have any questions about what you saw, or if you think I made any rules mistakes or anything, please leave a comment and let me know. But if this is the type of content you like, leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. I do Button Shy Games on a pretty regular basis, so there'll be more of them. And if you'd like to leave a comment, let me know what you think about any of the Opolis games, this one included. I would love to get your thoughts. But that's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching Table for One. I hope you have an awesome week, and I will see you in the next video.